Good morning. What's going on, Buck fans? How y'all doing? It's Happy Sunday. The reason why it's happy because one, football is back. It's again, football is today. We're about to get this win. What's going on before? Check me out on my YouTube channel. It's about Buck in Time. Also, my TikTok, AJ Turn Up. I talk shit on there, and I love to engage in football. If you feel that you can talk football with me, get your ass on up there and let's talk football. But I want to get ready to discuss, we got to get that bad taste out of our mouth. First thing first, I was down at the game to watch the Bucs play. It was fun. Despite the loss, I enjoyed myself, but I really just want to get into this game because it is an important game today. Why? Because this is a game where the Bucs need to bounce back. This is a game where the Buccaneers need to establish dominance again, and they got to shake that loss off. We cannot afford to go backwards. We cannot afford to allow that game to despair us. If anything, it should give us hope. It should give us hope. The Bucs could have easily laid down after that first half abomination, but they didn't. They did not. They thugged it out, and what we did was we showed resilience, despite not having the offensive line complete, despite not having Mike Evans, despite losing Kancey. We fought back, and that is one thing that I will take away from that Eagles game is resilience. The Bucs showed resilience. Today is a different day. What the Bucs need to simply do at this point now. The biggest question that I have that I would love that Grizzard and Bowles need to ask themselves is, what did we learn today? What did we learn from this game? What did we learn that we need to not do? What did we learn that we need to do? What is it that we need to do in order to get this team to get out starting faster? What is it? Do I need to have more confidence in my players rather than more fear in the opponent? Those are questions that I honestly hope that they are asking themselves, because it's very important. Because at this point, the Buccaneers are still Super Bowl contenders, but I don't even want to get ahead of myself. I just want to put that out there. I'm putting that out there in the world because I still believe in this team. I still believe that we have what it takes. We just have to iron out a few little wrinkles. So today, the Buccaneers are in Seattle. They're playing the Seahawks. Seahawks are a good but not great team. Far from it, to be quite honest. They still have at least 1 to 2 years of development, an average offense, a very good defense, but very beatable. I want to start on the offensive side of the ball because I think it is very, very important. I want to break things down on what the Buccaneers need to do. As we know, we already are aware of this, and it is due to, we have to be real with the offensive line situation. The offense couldn't do a lot of things they wanted to do. But one thing I do want to I want to put on notice for Grizzard. You have to be a lot more creative. You have to be explosive. The reason why that the Bucs are not starting off fast is because the play calling is vanilla and methodical, and most importantly, predictable. Now, I sit there at a bar watching the game. If I know the play coming out of that's going to happen, you should already know, Grizzard, that these defensive coordinators and the players, they already know it too. So you got to come out swinging. You want to start fast. You got to act fast, Grizzard. You have got to get this offense with the explosive plays, which means you need to put your players in the best position, because at this point you've been relying more on the talent instead of expanding, maximizing the talent. Yes, I with Bucky and Evans being out, that is a big dent within our offense. But now with the addition of Tristan Wirfs back, and now that Barton and Bredesen could get back into their original roles, now we need to see you expand the playbook, Grizzard. Do not come out there running a simple HB dive with Rashad White going up the A gap. I'm very aware that we don't have Evans, but still, you need to come out swinging. If you see that they are playing a certain type of coverage, where if they're playing a zone coverage, exploit that shit. Let's see the rollouts. Let's see rollouts. It's not a coincidence, Grizzard, that when Baker scored his first touchdown against the Eagles, me in the stands saying this, I stated it wasn't a coincidence, because I said this all game. The rollout. What does he do? He scores on a rollout. Baker Mayfield is very precise, and he's a scrambling quarterback who is very masterful on the run. He's not a true pocket quarterback. So don't put him in uncompromising positions. Grizzard, you have got to get that out there. I need to see you establish more crossing routes. I need to see you get the tight ends involved. I need to see you do something that they always do to the Bucs defense, attack the middle. Again, this is a good Seahawks defense, but they're missing a few key players themselves. So you need to exploit that. When it comes to the passing game, you need to utilize every type of receiver and tight end that you can find. This is why it is imperative that you do so. And again, shout out to JT Olsen. How you doing, my man? If you want to get on here, man, by all means, I've seen the link. Bucs got to shut down this very average Seahawks offense. We're going to get to that, JT. Thank you. But I want to talk about what the Bucs need to do to this defense, because we cannot afford to come out being methodical and predictable. That's the problem. I want to see the spread. I want to see play action. I want to see rollouts. Now, of course, pound the rock as well, but pound the rock when you get a better lead. Score first. Score fast. Get those rollouts. Take those shots. You still have a Mecca. You got to utilize every receiver. Rashad White would be a great asset. And when it comes to running the ball, Grizzard, when you get up early, now you can establish that. Now you can get the run game going. Now you can pound the rock. Most importantly, you got to utilize your running backs, man. It's inexcusable on how Sean Tucker is being very misused on this offense. He's not just a special teams returner. He's a good damn running back. You got to get him out there. That man's very explosive, especially when he gets in the second gear. You want to pound the rock, do it in many different forms. Run some counters, run some dives. When it comes to Sean Tucker, get the toss game going. He's very explosive. Go to the outside. As you can see, they are not the Philadelphia Eagles. Their interior line, if you want to go up the gut, by all means, but do it in a way where you're taking them out of their game. Do not allow this Seahawks defense to grind it out with us, because the Seahawks, what they want to do is grind it out. If they can go into the half only down by 6 or even a touchdown, that's their kind of ball game. We need to be up. If the offense can get 10 points up early, or 14 at best, the game is over for the Seahawks, because they will not be able to catch up and recover, because they don't have that type of offense. But it starts with the Buccaneers offense. Grizzard, you've got to put your players in better position. You can't just throw the simple short flats that is predictable, where the defense can just sit back. Also, for a guy like Baker, don't get greedy. If you live to fight another down, if you see that they're running a certain coverage that you cannot really pick up or you haven't seen, and they give you a wide opportunity in space, run the damn ball, man. Just run the ball and make them have to readjust that way. I truly think that's what the Bucs need to do, and Baker definitely needs to do that. And I can see Baker doing that, because I was talking to a Seahawks fan, and he said where they're going to disguise certain coverages and they're going to go in zone. And if they do that, that's right up the Bucs alley, because then at that point, if Baker does those rollouts and they're not containing Baker, Baker will easily get 7-8 yards each time. And if they do run a certain type of zone, that's where I would go into the run. Okay, I'm going to run this ball until you beat us out of it. So offensively, creativity is the key, Grizzard. You have got to be aggressive. I'm going to continue to reiterate that because I'm not seeing it enough. These past ever since the beginning of the season, Grizzard, I have yet to see that. Now, I understood that you didn't have the offensive line and you weren't capable of doing that. But at this point, now with Wirfs back in the fold, you have all you need. Again, you can run on the right side because we just saw that Charlie Heck has been graded as a very good run blocking tackle. So take advantage of that. Godwin, he came back last week. He was a little rusty, but now he should have a little more rust off his game. Let's get him involved. Chris Godwin definitely needs to be in the slot. We can move a Mecca around. Mecca is our X for now, and he's damn good at what he does. Again, utilize him. I don't want to see him in run passes. I'd rather you move him around, get him in the dig routes, get him in stutter and go, have him run some hitch routes. Utilize your receiving core. Sterling Shepard, I'm expecting Sterling to step up on these short plays, but you got to get creative, Grizzly. You got to be aggressive and creative. That is the name of the game, sir. This is a Seahawks defense that can be had. They can be. But you have got to start out fast. You start fast by acting fast, as I stated. So, Grizzard, you cannot be so damn predictable that we know what you're going to do. This offense cannot afford to start flat the way that it did. And that goes on the players. Baker, Emeka, any of the captains on that team. Tristan, I need you to get those troops ready. There's no excuse to be fucking flat anymore. Bucs players, I'm sick of that flat shit. But that also goes to coaching. Bowles, get your troops ready. It's no excuse to be fucking flat anymore. Now, if the other team just comes out of nowhere and they're just that extraordinary, that's a different story. But I don't want to see another sputtering offense. I need to see the ball being moved down the field. I need to see better creative plays on offense. You still have more than enough pieces. Those tight ends need to be used. And if I need to be a blocker, damn it, get Devin Culp in there. Let's see what he has. Last year he showed promise. You cannot just keep your players on ice and then expect them to catch fire. It's not going to work that way. Let these guys get out there and get some burn. So that's the offense. You need to be very, very creative, Grizzard. And I'm putting this on you because you're the OC and you cannot play scared. Scared money don't make money. You understand? Grizzard, I need you to get out there and utilize the crossing routes. I need you to utilize the shotgun bunch. I need you to utilize all of those. I need you to utilize the mesh. Get it going. Now, let's go on to the defensive side. Before I even do that, fan-fucking-tastic job, Bowles. I thought you were that second half, Bowles, that is the coach that we want to see. That was extremely incredible for how you galvanize these men into continuing to play hard. Because, again, it was not looking promising, but the Bucs came out and they did not give up. So I tip my hat and salute you, sir, for that outstanding adjustment. Now that we've gotten that out the way, you are playing, like JT Olsen just said, an average Seahawks offense. I'm aware that Benjamin Morrison is out. I'm aware that Jamel Dean is out. But I'm also aware, and I'm sure you are, Bowles, is that they do not have a great offense. This is not a team you are supposed to fear. And Bowles, I don't want to hear well, we just got to take everything according to the players, and we don't want to give up anything big, and we don't want to sleep on these players, and I have to give them respect. Fuck that. You don't give them respect. Punch them in the mouth first, Bowles. That's what you need to do. You need to go out with that mentality of, I believe in my players far more than theirs. Fuck that team. Because By you continuing to do things like this, which should be illegal, you cannot do the cushion coverage. There is no reason to keep this team in the game. You have the boys to get to him. Use it. Utilize that great defensive scheme blitz packages that you do very well, but do it earlier. If we play 3/4 of the defense that against the Eagles we saw in the second half, the Bucs win that game against the Eagles. So we're going to need 4/4 bowls of your expertise, of your aggressiveness. That's what you need to understand. Stop always trying to fill somebody out. Sometimes a punch in the mouth is the first order of business. If we strike first, let's say this on a scenario, the offense gets their shit together and they score on their first drive. What you need to do is to get a turnover or a 3-and-out or an interception. What you do not need to do is let them methodically go down the field. And even if you only allow 3 points, inexcusable. You want to come out with the momentum and set the tone. You get up 14-0 early on this team, Bowles, then you will win, because the Seahawks don't have that kind of offensive firepower, and you don't even have to necessarily blitz anymore. You can, but you are going to have to unleash the hounds, but you have to start out fast on both sides. Like I said, for the offense, you want to start fast, you got to act fast. That goes for you too, Bowles. I need to see more man coverage. The Seahawks do not have these darling receivers. I mean, Cooper Kupp is not who he is anymore. So you need to play a little more man early. Test them out. See what happens. As Slick and I have said this before, I truly believe that pass rush and secondary coverage go hand in hand. I truly think that if the Bucs secondary jams their receivers, that our defensive line will get there. I'm expecting big things out of Hassan Reddick. I need to see more. Hassan, you got to show out. The edge rushers are definitely going to have to show out. Yaya, you are an elitist of stopping the run. But we need to see the pass rush. I truly do think if we can neutralize and make the Seahawks offense one-dimensional early, that will be a good thing. And I think we do, because Walker, he is a good back, but he's not Saquon. And the Seahawks do not have an offensive line like the Philadelphia Eagles. So take advantage, Bowles. Load the box. Even if Sam wants to think about taking a deep shot, I'm very confident that Vita Vea can get to the quarterback or the edges. We already seen what Sam Darnold is like when he's rattled. So, Bowles, you have to go into this game with no fear, no hesitation. I understand that you like to try to fill them out. Don't do that this game. Don't do that. If you get up early, you can put this team away and call it a day. Then you can go back. Then we can really run the ball. We have to establish dominance on the line of scrimmage, because that was the issue, Bowles. You have got to do that. That is why I want to see a lot more aggression early, Bowles. Remember, we got a decent schedule ahead of us. It's so good to come out of this game 4-1 instead of 3-2. And remember, you have a lot to prove for yourself. This is the time where no offense, coach, where you kind of just let shit start taking domino effects. October typically isn't your month. I think statistically or something, you are 2-10. If I am wrong, can someone please correct me? You have got to break that habit. You broke the primetime game habit when we beat the Texans. We broke the creamsicle bad habit by losing, and we're doing it again. We're going back with the creamsicle jerseys against the team that expanded the same year with us. And them jerseys is going to be fresh. So what better way is to win like that? Let's change the narrative. How about we come out again with a win? But that means, Bowles, you have got to be aggressive, sir. Coach, October, again, isn't your month. You got to come out. Again, after this, we have the San Francisco 49ers. We have Detroit. And then we have the Saints. You got to go 3-1, sir. You got to go 3-1. We can't afford to be 5-4 or 4-5 by the bye week. That's inexcusable. Inexcusable, Bowles. So you have to change your way of thinking. Now, you've gotten a little more aggressive. You've been progressing in that. You've been evolving with your aggression. I hear you, but there's going to be certain instances where you got to go balls to the wall, Bowles. You cannot sit back and wait for something to happen. You have to make it happen. And just like Lord just said, the kicker injured, okay, that's fine. Bowles, there's going to be sometimes some instances. Let's say if we get up 14-0 and let's say we're about to get to the 2-minute warning and it's 4th and 1 and we're at the 20. Don't kick the ball. Go for the shit. Go for it. Don't kick. Go for it. Now, I'm not knocking McLaughlin, but special teams, they got a lot of cleaning up to do. But if it's a 4th and 1, or hell, even a 4th and 2, you got to go for it. You have to put more confidence in your players. By you taking them off, you can mess with your team. Your team might say, damn, coach, I want this. Why aren't you allowing me to go for it? Why are you not allowing me to take action? Do you not believe in us? That's the thing, Bowles, that I think that I want you to understand. I'm not saying going out there to be a cowboy and just do stupid shit. No, but you have to put that kind of confidence in your players on both sides of the ball. I expect a lot today. I expect to see, I know a lot of people do not want to see Bryce Hall out there. Or no, not Hall, Hayes. I don't either. But if he's out there, Bowles, do not allow these guys to play cushion coverage. We don't have the pass rush nor the secondary to do that shit. We are a man coverage type of team. And I honestly think if we do that earlier, that means Hassan will get those sacks. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why. I am seeing the Bucs getting between 5 to 6 sacks, and I think Hassan Reddick will get 2 sacks today. And I think Vita will get a sack. I just truly think that this Bucs can take advantage of this offensive line. I'm aware. I think that the Seahawks run zone type of running scheme, but we have the matchup to do so. This is why I need to see Bowles take advantage. This is a very beatable Seahawks team, and I think if you can do that, again, October is going to be a very important month. Losing that game to the Eagles. We're still fighting for that number 1 seed spot, in my opinion, because I have the Eagles losing today against the Denver Broncos. But we have got to keep up. But we got to change the habit, Bowles. October hasn't been good for us. Again, I need you to go 3-1, sir. 3-1. Now, I really wish you could do 4-0, but 3-1. You need to beat Seahawks. You need to beat San Fran. If you lose to the Detroit Lions and it's a hard-fought game, cool. Then you got to go put belt to ass to the Saints and then go into your bye week and get ready to put belt to ass to the Patriots. This is how you have got to look at it. And I'm aware, guys, I'm not trying to be all over the place, but I'm trying to send a message. I understand it's one game at a time, but this is the game here where you should carry the momentum from the second half of the game versus Philly and bring that shit into this game. The Seahawks are not just going to lay down. Again, we need to control the line of scrimmage. We need to get up. We need to score fast. If we can get a 14-point lead, it's set. But Bowles, you have got to set the standards. And Grizzard, both of you have to set the standard by being aggressive earlier. Early. If you be aggressive early, good things will happen. It has to. So you got to make a change out there, Bowles. Like I said, defensively, get man coverage earlier. Blitz. If you're going to blitz, do it the right way, but play man. So the players, again, that I'm looking for today to step up, Hassan, Yahya, I need you guys to set the tone at the edge. We know that you both can stop the run, but we need you to excel in the pass rush. Run defense, I'm not worried about the run defense. I think you're going to do a fantastic job. Walker's a good running back, but he's not great. But don't worry about the deep passes. At this point, we want Darnold frustrated. Do not allow them to get in rhythm with the short passes, Bowles. Don't do that. Watch the flats. A guy that I want to see improve in coverage, of course, is Savassier. I don't know, Savassier, whether you're nervous or you're overthinking. Just do your job, Savassier. Watch those flats, bro. We know you're good at stopping the run as well. So make it happen. That's what I want to get out of this. Now, on the offensive side, I want to see Rachaad White make it happen. Rashad, do not dance in the fucking do not dance at the line of scrimmage, man. Just hit the gap if you need to. If you see the A or B gap or the C gap, just go through it, man. Sometimes just falling forward will get you there. Don't try to hesitate too much. Give Sean Tucker an opportunity. We have got to go out there. Again, start fast means acting fast. You cannot go out there and be predictable. So get on out there and make this shit happen, and let's go to 4-1. Again, aggressiveness on both sides. Grizzard, creativity. Bowles, none of this. None of that cushion shit. I don't want to see cushion coverage unless the Bucs are up 31-3 and it's the fourth quarter. Then you do that shit. But as always, I want to thank everybody for being here this morning. Check me out later on and check out the Bucs Report, the aftermath with my co-host Slick and the Dude. Also, check out my YouTube channel. It's about Bucking Time. Also, my TikTok, my Twitter, Instagram, AJ Turnup. I go live on there. I need y'all to get out there and show support for the Bucs. If we can't always do it in the stadium, let's do it online for our fellow Buccaneer fans. Thank you all for your time, and go Bucs, and let's kick ass today. Eat some Seahawks.
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes till the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're gonna crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second.